Okay. So if you guys have already heard this, don't burst my bubble. But the one thing that I heard from someone I'm working for this past week, and I don't know if you guys have ever heard this, but that Fidel Castro is Justin Trudeau's dad and father. Like he provided sperm to Justin Trudeau's mom to create the communist we all know as a Canadian Justin Trudeau. Okay. And so one of the things is they said, so I am going to actually, I know that you guys don't really like sharing stuff, but I would like to just show a couple of pictures for a quick second. So that way you guys can see it, which is kind of crazy. But let me just throw this out here. Justin Trudeau at Fidel Castro's funeral. So as we know, I've been to Cuba a couple of times, once in 2019 and once in 2020. And the extreme poverty that is within that country, within the people, is crazy. And like during COVID and stuff like that, from one of my friends that's over there, it's like they were having a hard time getting food for that. So let's see here. Sorry. Okay, so Justin Trudeau had said this is at Fidel Castro's funeral. It's with deep sorrow that I learned today of the death of Cuba's longest serving president. Fidel Castro was a larger than life leader who served his people for almost, I don't know how he served his people. I really feel like he served his own interests, but whatever. Okay. Fidel Castro, sir, was a legendary revolutionary and an orator. Mr. Castro made significant improvements to the education and healthcare of his island nation. First of all, before I go any further, I have someone that I was communicating with and kind of met over there who ended up going to the hospital, and he was a server that made very minimal money, and he went to the hospital. Yes, he got medication while he was in the hospital, but he had to go and get medication outside of the hospital, and that was not provided for free. Okay, so this is a personal experience. So anyways, while a controversial figure, both Mr. Castro's supporters and detractors recognized his tremendous dedication and love for the Cuban people, who had a deep and lasting affection for El Comandante. I know my father was very proud to call him a friend, and I had the opportunity to meet Fidel when my father passed away, which actually there's pictures of Fidel and Justin Trudeau's mom and Justin Trudeau as a baby. It was a real honor to meet his three sons, his half brothers, and his brother, President Raul Castro, and his uncle during my recent visit to Cuba. On behalf of all Canadians, Sophie and I offer our deepest condolences to the family, friends, and many, many supporters of Mr. Castro. You mean your dad? We join the people of Cuba today in mourning the loss of this remarkable leader. Remarkable how? Like totally taking a thriving country, a beautiful country with amazing, beautiful humans, and turning it into one of the most poverty-stricken countries in the world. Is that what he means by that?
The United States might be responsible for that.
Yeah.
Partly. Yeah. Yeah.
The blockade didn't help.
Okay. Right. Listen, we're not talking about the United States right now. However, he still, and we'll provide the links for people to do their own research and come up with their own stories and stuff like that.
Can I ask you one somewhat related question?
Sure, ask whatever. Yeah.
Are you calling Michael Moore a liar?
Who's Michael Moore?
Michael Moore?
He's a liar.
Oh, Michael Moore?
Yeah.
You take that's libel, Bruce.
Michael Moore.
What? Why? What story are you talking about?
He did a documentary where he went to Cuba to show how great their entire medical system is.
You're kidding me.
Yeah, then I'm calling him a liar.
Yeah. Am I making this up?
No, I'm calling him a liar.
I have not heard of that one, but he does do a lot of documentaries that
Yeah,
I could be making it up, but that's just what I remember.
I know the
Well-
movie you're talking about, but I didn't see that one. That was I assume it was his healthcare one. I didn't know he went to Cuba for it.
Yeah, I believe that they showed footage of Cuba going like, look how great the socialized medicine here is. But I'm
Okay,
sorry.
So before Jackie gets into the description here, I just want to say for not watching that Jackie is screen sharing and she is going to go into an article and some photos here.
Yep, we need to describe
And
stuff.
if you want to watch it, you'll be able to watch it either on Rumble or on Spotify. So here is an article. Now I can't say this. I'm going to say that I found articles against saying that Justin Trudeau, that Castro was Justin Trudeau's dad, and then I found articles for it. So I found both. So people need to come up with their own conclusion. Okay, the links I'm providing, just because I love a good conspiracy, is going to be for it. But you can do your own research. That's what the internet's for. Okay, so it says, of course, Fidel Castro is Justin Trudeau's dad. Nobody has debunked anything. Now, no one said anything against it. Now, this website, which is called Medium or something like that, I can't say, based off their grammar and stuff like that, it seems pretty minimal as to the accuracy of this site. However, I'm only on here for the pictures. So here is the picture of Justin Trudeau's mom, Fidel Castro, and Justin Trudeau as a baby. In 1976, Fidel Castro holding Michael Trudeau next to and adoring Margaret while still on the tarmac of their first official visit, allegedly. Their first official visit. Didn't say their first visit. And she released a book about her different sexcapades. And apparently she went over to Cuba a number of times without her husband after she met him. And currently, allegedly, her and her husband, Mr. Trudeau, were 20 years difference. And she was a young, vibrant, 20-something-year-old woman.
Yes,
That was
she had quite a reputation, that lady, and she used to hang out. She was quite a groupie too. She used to hang out with some of the rock stars back in the day. She was quite.
Rolling
she had quite a
Stones.
free lifestyle. So this is absolutely not beyond the realms of possibility. And I mean, let's look at the pictures. Pictures say it all, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
They look so
Yeah,
much
1976,
alike. It's
Margaret
insane.
Trudeau. It's insane. Yeah. With Trudeau with
Keep the
both arms
keep the
around
blood in
Fidel
there.
Castro's, still wearing the dress in which they first officially met. So it must have been on the same day. But this is with Justin Trudeau's mom, Margaret, Fidel Castro. Of course, he has a cigar in his mouth. And Justin Trudeau's non-biological dad. But you guys can come to that own conclusion as you want. Let's see here. In 1971, the Trudeaus took a second honeymoon, blah, 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 whatever. Anyways, so there's some additional pictures that we are showing here. Oh, wow. Look at that one. Him with the mustache and everything.
Yeah, look at that. I
They
mean,
look so much alike.
Similar noses. Maybe, who knows? I mean, they could just both be whatever, but I just thought this was kind of interesting as well, like this right here.
mustache go.
And Justin Trudeau to me looks more and more Spanish than he does French, personally.
And this is sort of a grid or a collage comparison that Jackie's talking about here.
Yeah, 100%. So I would definitely check this out on rumble.com.
Look at the one at the bottom.
I don't like that they don't have him next to his non-biological dad here, the Trudeau. They
Looks
should
nothing
really,
like him.
honestly, in this article, they should have added both, honestly.
They're showing a regular picture of Justin Trudeau's dad.
Yeah.
So
that's really it. But in this article, it just basically states that no one has ever debunked that. And I'm going to stop the share. That no one's ever debunked that. And they just have,
It's one of those things that is impossible to debunk unless you have some sort of like DNA
100%.
matches. So you can't prove a negative.